Hello, everybody. It's the Film Optimist. Today I'm talking about Sinister. A washed up true crime writer finds snuff films and is like, what? And decides he's going to do something about it. Ellison Oswald, played by Ethan Hawke, and his family move to a town, and the cops don't like him at all. They feel that his writing is good but in bad taste. These cops sound like every artsy critic ever. I found Sinister intriguing but not engaging. Let me just get my fucking thesaurus out real quick. Anyway, this film is unsettling as fuck. From the music to the cinematography, I was just creeped out. And the mythos, genius. Thanks go to Misty Brown for requesting this film. I listen, Sinister is fucking great. I haven't seen there's like a second one, I think. Um, yeah, the mythos is great. As somebody that grew up loving horror, I don't even know if I've talked about this before, but growing up, I wanted to make a fighting game of just horror movie monsters. Um, and fucking Bagul in this film would have fit right in with that roster. Bagul is amazing. I Sinister is amazing. It's a great film. Like I said, disturbing. Anytime you include children in a horror movie, it's probably going to be very, very bad and scary. Just a really terrible time for your anxiety and everything else. So let's talk about Sinister. Let's spoil the movie real quick. Spoilers. This is the spoil time now. We're not even 2 minutes in, and I'm about to spoil this movie. Um, he finds a book. He hopes to learn the fate. Okay, so he moves there to Chatford, Pennsylvania, with his wife Tracy, their 12-year-old son Trevor, and their 7-year-old daughter Ashley. Unbeknownst to his wife and children, Ellison has moved them into the home where the Stevenson family were killed by hanging. He intends to write a biography about the case to regain the fame he lost after his best-selling book Kentucky Blood was followed by two less successful novels. He hopes to learn the fate of 10-year-old Stephanie Stevenson, who disappeared following the murders. Ellison finds a box in the attic that contains a scorpion, as well as a projector and reels of Super 8 film, each labeled as home movies. The films are footage of different families being murdered in various ways, each with a related but innocuous title, such as a mass drowning marked as Pool Party 66. That's pretty dark. Each killing is performed by the unseen camera operator. Ellison notes the appearance of a mysterious symbol and a strange, eerie man in the films. Ellison matches footage of a slitting murderer to news reports from St. Louis, Missouri in 1998. Three members of the Miller family were killed while 13-year-old Christopher Miller vanished. One night, Ellison investigates noises in the attic. Inside the film reel's canister lid, he finds a king snake and childlike drawings depicting the killings, with an eerie figure called Mr. Boogie also present. At one point, Ellison encounters a Rottweiler in the back garden. Another childhood fear of mine. Dogs. Ellison consults a local deputy and discovers that the filmed murders took place at different times and in different cities across the country dating back to 1966. The pool party. A child from each family disappeared following every murder. And before the Stevensons moved to Chatford, they lived in the Miller's former house. So all this shit's going on. I'm not gonna go into all the middleman. Throughout the film, he returns to this footage and watches it again in disgust and horror. He's watching snuff films. He's watching these horrible, horrible films. And it's so like it cuts away perfectly that you don't see every single thing, and it leaves a lot to the imagination. Like holy fucking shit, that's insane. Um, we keep going down here. Um, the new footage. Ellison discovers. Okay, so they leave because there's like scary stuff going on. Tracy's pissed because she figures out what's going on, so they move. Jonas sends Ellison, now back at his old house, historical images associated with Bogul, including the mysterious symbol and three symbolic creatures that Ellison encountered at the Stevenson house: a scorpion, a snake, and a dog. Early Christians believed that images of Bogul served as a gateway for the monster to come from the spiritual realm to the mortal world, and Bogul can possess children who come into contact with these images. Ellison discovers the unharmed projector and films in his attic, along with a new film labeled extended cut endings. The deputy calls Ellison and informs him that every deceased family had once lived in the house where the previous murders took place. He also learns from Professor Jonas the pattern. Each new murder occurred shortly after the family moved from the crime scene into a new home, traced back to the killing of the Martinez family by arson in 1979 after they moved to Sacramento, California, from the Portland, Oregon site of the 1966 drownings. By moving away from the Stevenson house, Ellison had marked himself and his family as the next victims. The new footage depicts the missing children coming on screen following each murder, revealing themselves to be the murderers under Bagul's influence. Ellison becomes lightheaded and notices a green liquid at the bottom of his coffee mug, along with a note from Ashley that says, "Good night, Daddy," before losing consciousness. He awakens to find himself, Tracy, and Trevor bound and gagged on the floor. Ashley, having been influenced by the spirit of Stephanie Stevenson to fall under Bagul's control, approaches them while filming with an 8mm camera. She tells her father that she will make him famous again and proceeds to slaughter her family with an axe. She then uses their blood to paint pictures on the wall of the hallway along with Bagul's symbol of a door on a door. Ashley views the film of her murders while drawing the killing in the lid of the home movies box. The missing children stare at her through the movie, but flee when Bagul appears. He lifts Ashley into his arms and teleports into the movie. The box of films sits in the Oswald's family attic, now accompanied by Ashley's reel titled House Painting 12. Bagul then jump scares the audience. Ooh. It's so genius, you know, and Ethan Hawke became like the horror dude for a little bit. He was doing some, didn't he do something else too? Filmography. Yeah, I gotta go to the big shit. Cause he did what the fuck is it called? Where's it at? The Purge? Yeah, he did The Purge after Sinister too. I'm not seeing any of these movies. I guess just those two. He was in the Purge TV series as well. He made an appearance there. That's crazy. Was it like, it didn't say like archival footage or anything. I wonder if he really does show up. Anyway, yeah, I love this film. Thanks again, Misty. Hope you're well. Hope everyone else watching this is well. Take care. Bye-bye.